The NFL draft is only a few hours away, and our very own Cassie Schmidt got the chance to talk to her former classmate and friend Saquon Barkley. You might have heard of him, as we just said, about his success at Whitehall, and it's brought him to where he is today, and now it's all about the NFL draft.
Yeah, I think it's really exciting for this area too, having a chance to see Saquon grow up, and I know for us even having the opportunity to cover him, a really exciting week. Oh, and by the way, he had a baby girl on Tuesday night, could potentially be the #1 overall draft pick tonight. It's a pretty big week, but here's Cassie Schmidt with part 2 of the sit down with Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley, it's a foot race. Barkley's gonna go.
In just 3 seasons with the Nittany Lions, Saquon Barkley is the all-time record holder in rushing touchdowns, total touchdowns, all-purpose yards, and receiving yards by a running back. But what stands out the most for the NFL prospect was a moment off the field.
My favorite moment at Penn State was a moment that no one else really got to see. Coach Franklin allowed me to talk to the team the day before the Fiesta Bowl, and I was able to announce to the team that I was leaving for the draft. Even though probably some of them had like a clue that was going to happen, but I'd rather them hear from me than hear it from some ESPN or get an update on their phone from Bleacher Report. So I was able to sit down and talk to my team and let them know how appreciative I am of them, and thankful for them helping me get to the spot I am today.
Draft day is coming. Just kind of take me through what you're feeling, the anticipation that's happening right now, knowing that, it's coming, it's upon us finally.
I'm really excited about that day. That day is going to be a special moment for the rest of my life, and be able to cherish that moment with my family. I'm going to have my family come down with me, my mother and father, my brothers and sisters, and a couple coaches and close family members also going to come down with me. So to be able to have those guys there with me is going to be special, and I'm really looking forward to that. Something you dream about as a little kid is making it to that moment and making it to that stage, and hearing your name called is going to be unbelievable.
Yeah, have you thought about kind of the actual moment yet? Like when you're sitting at the table, who's going to be beside you? What do you picture in your head when that's all happening?
Yeah, I have thought about that moment. I'm really looking forward to see how I react. You really don't know until you're actually in that moment. Some guys cry, some guys just take it to a whole nother level. Some guys are cool, calm, and collected, but I don't know how I'm gonna act in that moment. I really look forward to that, but I'm just happy that I'm gonna be there with my family and close family members and close friends, and that day when you hear your name called, like I said, that's gonna be an unbelievable experience, and no one could ever take that from me, so that's something I definitely look forward to.
Whatever team that does get you, whatever number you go, what is that team getting in you, both as a person and a player?
First, as a person, my plan is to set up a foundation and charity, and to attack education and inner cities. I do think that the better the education, the better the system is, the better opportunity you have. And I don't think everyone has the same opportunity, which is just a given fact. It's true. So that's something that I'm definitely looking forward to attack. And as a player, I can't promise you stats. I can't promise you championships. I can't promise you MVPs or Rookie of the Years, but I can promise you that you're going to get a guy that's going to come in and work. That's the only thing I know. That's the reason why I've been successful in life, and I'm a fool if not to continue that. Whether it's thrown at me, a lot of attention, media, this and that and the third, it's not going to change me. I'm very strict to game plan, and I'm very driven. Like I said, you're going to get a guy that's going to work, who's passionate about the game, who loves the game, who loves his teammates, and who's a true competitor and want to compete and try to bring the best out of others and lead. I'm going to lead by example, and I'm going to lead vocally.
In addition to his impact as a player, Saquon hopes to have an effect on more than just the game, as a role model to many.
That's something that I've really been interested in, going to Kentucky and be able to go to the Muhammad Ali Museum and get to see that museum in Muhammad Ali, and not only what he done as an athlete, what he did in his life. And I understand as an athlete you have a voice and you can have an impact on people, and that should be your purpose. You should try to have an impact on people's life, and whether you impact 5 or impact 100 people, at the end of the day you can look back and say you had an impact on that person's life and you made a change that person's life or that day. So hopefully I can continue to try to be a great role model with the good things I do and the mistakes I make, because I'm only 21, and yes, I will make a lot of mistakes. I'm human, and but hopefully it's more good than bad, and hopefully the good, you can learn from the good and you can learn from the bad.
Your whole life it's going to change. So how much are you cherishing the moments that you do have now before it's all about to change?
Yeah, definitely cherish those moments leading up to the draft. Because, you know, obviously your life is going to become a lot more busier. You're going to be required with a lot more responsibility as an athlete. But just cherish the moments, because, you know, your family members are the people that was there with you from start to finish, and were the reason why you're able to get there. So all the moments I get to cherish with my family, I'm going to cherish. And not just because of the draft coming up, because you never know, life is not guaranteed. Nothing's life is guaranteed. So any moment you get to have your family is truly a blessing. Any moment you get to have with special people in your life is truly a blessing. And that's kind of my view and my approach to it. So I'm going to continue to try to just cherish every moment.